Hey guys, it's Colleen Sedgwick from Pet Nanny Coach, and Danielle is grabbing the link to add it to our group and Pet Nanny Coach community. So I'm going to wait for her to let me know when that's done, and then we'll get started. All right. Not seeing comments. Hi, Nikki. Good morning. How are you? I have to figure out how I can add. Oh, look, I just added your comment. Cool. All right, Danielle, am I in the group? I think I might be. Let me know. Done. Okay, I am in the group, so we are ready to go. All right, good morning, guys. It's Colleen Sedgwick from Pet Nanny Coach, a company I created to help pet sitting businesses succeed. And today is a snowy day in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My kids are home. My husband is home. So if you hear a lot of commotion, that's why. I'm usually here by myself during the day. So I first wanted, we're going to have our Q&A session, but I first wanted to speak a little bit about competition, because I have been on the phone with so many of you guys over the past couple weeks, and this continuous theme of worry about competition has come up, as well as these insane stories of other pet sitters vandalizing other pet sitting businesses, advertisements, ripping down their flyers, replacing it with their own, bad-mouthing other companies. I heard horror stories of, one sitter in Florida that hates this guy in Virginia and goes on his Facebook page and writes like a horrible review, these type of things. And I just think it's awful. I think that type of behavior is completely ridiculous and shows a high lack of integrity. I shouldn't say a lack of integrity. Competition is good for many reasons. One, I always say you should do a competitive market analysis, competitive research when you're starting your business. Look at what other people are doing and then do something different. Hi, Beverly. To make you stand out from the rest. After that, don't focus on what anyone's doing. You focus on what you have control of, and that is making your business fantastic, that everybody wants to sign up with you and use your service. That is your focus. Don't focus over there on what anyone else is doing. Focus on you. Competition is good. You could even team up with sitters. There's lots of sitters. In Georgia, I think there's a really great networking group where everybody helps each other out and they refer each other. And it's good. Competition is good. I had one private client of mine for years. Oh my God, she was like obsessed with this one other company that serviced the same area. She was fixated on it. She was constantly checking what they were doing. It made her feel anxious and made her feel less than. And I explained to her, I'm like, there is enough business for all of us. There are literally billions of pets across the world, millions and millions in the United States. There is more than enough business to go around. We can all be successful in this industry, and I think supporting each other and shifting your mindset from a mindset of lack and scarcity, meaning there's not enough for all of us, that's a negative mindset, right? But when you switch it and reframe it to there's more work and more business necessary for all of us to succeed and being each other's cheerleaders, I think you're going to see a big shift. My friend who made that shift now has skyrocketed her business, and I'm not saying it's just because of that, but I do think it has a lot to do with the mindset that she had around the business. So that is my advice. Our friend Janie in the group posted a quote that I loved. It said, "A flower doesn't think about competing with the flower next to it. It just blooms." And I thought that was so poignant and perfectly said that I wanted to repeat it. Also on the topic of competition is like me with other coaches. And I've heard like, oh, I feel bad if I talk to another coach and I'm listening to you. And my answer is you can learn so many different things from so many different people. Different coaches have different experiences. They have different perspectives. If they're pet sitting business owners, they've worked in different markets most likely. So you I say have at it. Learn from everybody you can. As long as they're supporting you and you're getting good advice, I say go for it. This morning I was on Facebook, and on the sidebar when it says like suggested groups, another pet sitting coach came up that I had never ever seen before, and her tagline seemed a lot like mine. And I definitely was like, Then I thought, good luck. I'm not getting involved. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole. Why does she have the same tagline as me? No, I don't play that game. I stay positive and I focus on you guys. Hi, Daisy. But again, supporting each other, creating a network of local pet sitters. There is a lovely pet sitter. She runs a smaller business, I should say, than mine. And we are really good friends. And if she gets overflow, she sends them to me because we have a large staff that we can handle. And it's a great relationship. And I try to help her out with everything. And it's nice. So that is my 2 cents on competition. Now tell me, how do you feel about competition? Are you fearful of competition? Hi, Kara. Do you look at it as an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to network? How do you feel about competition? Hi, Sherry. How are you? I'm so glad you guys are all here. Who has snow today? Because you should look out my window. I wish I could take my computer and it's like a whiteout. Anyone else have snow? Hi, Kara. So let's see here. Kara is, right over here. Kara is part of different forums for pets. Yes, learn from each group. Remember, pet sitters are some of the most lovable and sensitive people on the planet. We are all here to help each other. Amen, sister. I totally agree. All right. So that's my say on competition. If anyone else has anything to add, I'm all ears. If not, we're going to move on to the questions. Okay. All right. So I had some issues with the questions this week. I told you guys to do, it's sunny and warm in Texas. I'm jealous, Sherry. So I asked you guys to do #ask, and I was getting #ask all week, which I love. And then I go to pull up the questions this morning, and #ask 1 came up. And I had my VA, she went in to try to look for it, and the questions she couldn't either. So we kind of quickly went through and grabbed as many as we could. But keep using #ask because I'm going to figure out why that didn't work, and that just would make my life so much easier. So I can just go #ask, and all the questions of the week will come up. But like I said, it didn't really work this morning. So I went through real quick, grabbed what I could, and I will do my best to answer all of these. And if you have any questions, I'll take some live questions at the end too. Hi, Daisy. You have lots of winter snow that hasn't melted yet. Yep. We're going to get 8 to 12 inches today. All right. So Paula asked about a non-solicitation agreement. This was unfortunate when I read this. I have a situation. One of my contractors is apparently soliciting work from my clients. Makes me so mad. A client called to tell us because she thought it was unethical. Good for your client. That's a loyal client. This contractor is fabulous as a pet sitter. Absolutely no complaints until now. She's telling the clients that if my business can't fit her into the schedule, that they should call her and she will do it on the side. I've never turned away an established client. My contractor agreement states in very clear language that they cannot do this. What would you do? Warning or immediate dismissal? I'm sorry, it would have to be an immediate dismissal. That is 100% against your contract, and that is something that I feel is so dishonest. And at that point, I wouldn't feel like I could trust her at all to provide service to my clients like I expect. I wouldn't, unfortunately, and what stinks is that she's a good pet sitter, but that is my gut reaction. I would absolutely dismiss her. That would be it. So anybody else have any thoughts on that? Okay. All right, Nikki asks, I'm thinking of going to old school with door hangers, classy, well-designed ones, and canvassing the neighborhoods I want to be in door to door. Thoughts? Also, all right, let's do that one first. There was a lot of great responses to this. I don't like people coming to my front door. I live in a neighborhood with 260 houses, and it's a big neighborhood for solicitors. They like to come because they can hit a whole bunch of houses. Just yesterday, someone knocked on my door. He backs away from the door at least, but I was like, no, no, I don't even answer the doors. I do not like people coming to my door. I don't know if that is the best strategy. That really is an old school strategy. I would think maybe doing more like oversized postcard mailings would be a better thing, where you're putting it, they're getting it in their mailbox and you're not encroaching on their private space. So that would be my suggestion. No door hangers on people's front doors. All right. So Kara said, oh, let's hear about this. So this is back to the contractor issue. Kara said, happened to me also in California. We needed to word it carefully. Our contractor's not doing this. I will share this verbiage with anyone who wants it. Immediate fire. Yes. Good. Yeah, I totally agree. And I know California is like really tough, isn't it? With this type of stuff. You're welcome, Nikki. So what are you thinking, Nikki? Are you going to do it? The door hangers, or are you going to bag that idea? Okay. So Maggie wrote about, we're back to the independent contractor agreement. You're also showing other employees that your policy is serious and you won't take anything less. Yes. Excellent, excellent point. Can't mess around with this stuff. I'm serious. I always say when I'm interviewing, I always let them know, if at any time you decide that you would like to start your own pet sitting business, by all means, have at it. I'd be happy to help you. But what you can't do is go after pet nanny clients to do it, to start your business. It is against the contract. I have had people do it before. I have gone to court and I have won. So that, right from the get-go, I'm letting them know what the expectation is and that it will not be tolerated. Okay, so Nikki said no postcards. No postcards or no door hangers. All right, Nikki also asked, ooh, geez, sorry, I'm knocking over my microphone. She has a vision. Oh my God, what was that? She has a vision of creating a directory of all the pet sitters, dog boarders in her area. And she's looking and offering it on her website in PDF format in exchange for their email address. When the question, looking for someone to watch Spot next week, any recommendations, pops up on the local Facebook community pages, I know this will drive folks to my website and hopefully they'll choose me. But I know there's more. My question, how does collecting email addresses help? Newsletter? I know I need to do this. I'm just having trouble envisioning it through to the end. No door hangers. Okay. So I love this idea. I love that you're thinking this way. So what you want to do is have an irresistible free offer. Some people call it a lead magnet. So you're thinking about having this directory as a lead magnet so that people will come to your website, give you their email address in exchange for this PDF directory. So I love the idea. I don't love the idea of a PDF directory with other people. I have always had the best luck with high value coupons for that. But the idea is they're giving you their email address and then you're going to put them into a nurtures email sequence in the hopes of converting them to a paying client, or they're cashing in on that coupon at the end of the sequence. This is digital marketing, email marketing, and it works. But I haven't had the best of luck with PDFs. I haven't had the best of luck. I used to do a spoiled rotten dog box giveaway. God, I've tried everything. The best thing that worked has been the coupon for conversions. I do offer in that nurture sequence, Nikki, I have a PDF that is the mainline pet owner, the ultimate guide for mainline pet owners. And it has, friendly pet hotels, pet shops, pet cafes, walking trails, vets, groomers, all that. And I give that to them as a gift after they opt in, saying, hey, this might be of help to you. And they really like that. But no, I do not offer, I don't think the directory for the email address, it makes a lot of sense. You want to give them something like a coupon to try to convert them into a client. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Jenna said discounts, hard no here, usually, but do you ever give discounts to your animal rescue peeps? I volunteer and see people caring and putting their time in, and they don't always have a lot of income. I just had an inquiry and feel like a jerk for quoting her full price. All right, so here, I did a video a long time ago on discounting, and I was like, no discounts ever. And it's kind of like followed me and is attached to me, and I don't think it was, the message was totally understood. When I say, no discounts, I mean people who are calling and trying to haggle your pricing. So, $22 a visit, that's ridiculous. I'll pay $17. And you're like, okay, you're new and you're like, I really want the client, so I'm going to drop my price down to $17. That is what I mean by no discounting. All it does is dilute your value, and that client is going to be the biggest pain in the you-know-what the rest of the time they're with you, because now they know they got you and they can get away with anything, and you'll bend to their rules. It's your business, your rules, and your prices. So that's what I mean by no discounting. If you have people in an animal rescue that you want to give discounts to, I think that's lovely. I think that's great. But the question is, can you afford to do that? Are you in a position with your business where you're making enough profit that you're able to extend those types of discounts? And if yes, have at it. I think that would be awesome. If not, then maybe now's not the time. You have to think about your financial health and the financial health of your business. Okay. Alrighty. Next is Markiana. Said there's no general Facebook community group in the neighborhood I'm opening my next location at. There are a few buy, sell, trade platforms. Hi, Lori. But none for community goings on. Has anyone ever created a community board? I'm going to be living there, so would like to get involved in the community anyway. I saw this and I was like, huge opportunity. Open a community board. That is amazing. I have one of my private clients. She gets all of her business from a community board. It's in Massachusetts, and it's huge. It's an amazing community board. Anyone's like, I need a pet sitter, and she goes in there and says, yes, I'm available, and that's how she gets most of her business. It's a great resource. So if you have the opportunity to create it and run it, I say go with it, girl. All right. So Maggie says, let's see. I have a soft spot for foster parents and foster dogs, so I offer a discount of 30%, but on downtime hours only. Well, I think that is very, very nice. That's a big discount. That's a really big discount. That's very, very sweet of you. And I'm pretty sure your discounts would be a write-off, right? As well. Okay. Kara says, huge, go for it, awesome. Yes, and you guys, look into it. Are there any neighborhood groups? There's like 5 million neighborhood groups around me that I'm a part of. There's all types of rules about posting. You gotta be, I don't know which one I can post in and which one I can't, but if that is like an untapped resource for you, I say go for it. All right. Oh, shoot. I think Anne wrote this. I didn't write the name down of who wrote this. But does anyone have a refund policy? Does anyone not refund any money? 9.9 times out of 10, I do not refund money. I keep any canceled visits that are done within the cancellation policy as credits on their account. Now, I know a lot of sitters don't like to do this. It's like too messy for their accounting. They like to keep it clean. But that's the way I do it. I give a refund always if there's like a mistake by a sitter and like something happens. I had a sitter once. I don't want to repeat myself with my stories, but hopefully I didn't tell you this one already. I had a sitter once who, this is just recent, the heat broke in the house. So the sitter goes to the house, and the house is like 50 some degrees when she arrives. As the week continues, the house gets colder and colder and colder. Never calls the client, never calls the office. Obviously, I don't know where she was with her brain, but like the pipes ended up freezing and breaking. All the house plants died. This client was pissed off, and I understood, and I said 100% refund. Absolutely no questions asked. We were there to give her peace of mind, to take care of her home and her pets, and I didn't feel like that was done to the best of our ability, so she got 100% refund. But if it's just like a cancellation, that sticks on the client's account as a credit. All right. What about everyone else? Do you guys refund? Let me know. All right. Heather wrote, hey, I have a question for all of you. I'm still a fairly new business. And Maggie said, oh my God, was there any house damage with the pipes? Yes. So we're still dealing with the situation, but nightmare. it's like that call you get on a Sunday morning with like, oh my God, you're going to pit your stomach the rest of the day. And you're like, yeah, it was one of those. All right. So Heather is a fairly new business and she's not hired employees yet. She's wondering who hires employees and who hires independent contractors. I read a lot of pros and cons about both, but hiring ICs seem to be risky. I guess there's a lot of legal issues you can get into with hiring them, and you have hardly any control over them. How do you guys make it work? Have you ever had issues after hiring one? Please help. Thanks. So Heather, I used to have independent contractors up until January 1st, 2018. I made the switch. I had been audited twice and I won both audits. So I was never, I didn't have to change. I decided to make the change, one, to get the monkey off my back. But also so I could have more control and I could have trainings and I could have meetings and I could do all the things that you can't do when you have independent contractors. If you are just starting out and need to hire somebody, I think hiring an IC until you get your ducks in a row should be fine. I always say talk to your accountant. Always consult an attorney. It's so different in many different states. Some states, they're super lax about it. Other states, one of my private clients had a major issue in South Carolina and, had a big price to pay because of it. So there absolutely can be repercussions if they come to your business and find out that you are not using independent contractors the right way. There's also a 20-point checklist that you should download from the IRS website and go through and make sure that you are keeping in line. Because if they do come after you, they will have you answer all 20 of those questions. Because I have been through it, trust me. And you do not want to get caught with that. Kara says, Kara, you're full of information today. I love it. All right. Kara says, can you guys see when I'm pulling the messages up onto the screen? All right. Hope so. The more detailed your contract is with them, the better. I have 2 lawyers review these contracts every year. When I can afford employees one day, I will do it. Okay, so Kara's still using ICs and she has an agreement. That is absolutely important to have an IC agreement for sure. All right, thanks, Kara. All right, Heather, hopefully that helps. The 20-point, or I think it's 22-point checklist on the IRS website. Make sure you're not training them. Make sure your language is, you're not hiring them. They're working with your company. Things like that. The client is the director of what is happening. You are not the director of what's happening. The client says they have to be there at a certain time. The client wants X, Y, and Z done at their house. You're not telling them to do that. The client is telling them to do that. That's the language you have to use. Let's see what Pamela has to say. I am in business, and most of my business is boarding. I've been trying to find a brick and mortar, but zoning is an issue. So with that being said, I'm thinking of hiring people to do boarding in their homes. Do you think this is a good idea? And I am not too sure how to go about it all. So you're in the business of boarding. You've been trying to find out. Okay. So my friend's mom did it for me for a little bit. We called it, my company's Pet Nanny, and we called her little boarding situation the Pet Granny. So she would take a dog in here and there, and then, she got over it, so I didn't continue with it. I just think there's a little bit of a liability issue with that. I prefer going into the client's home so the pets are comfortable in their own home environment versus going somewhere else. But I wouldn't discount the idea. If that's what you want to do, you can always give it a shot and see how it goes. Just make sure you have the right insurance. Make sure you have contracts signed and whatnot. The Pet Granny is so cute. Yeah, that was cute. All right, on to the next. Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Is she on here? Oh, so Pamela's been doing it for over 4 years. All right, well, then have at it. Keep at it. You must love it. All right, so Michelle says, I hope this is the best place to post for the next Q&A. I'm going over the 7 secrets to getting more customers. Question, you mentioned to run monthly email promotions besides the March Madness. Can you share what you do in other months? Yes, let me look. Oh, gosh, I hope I have this on my desktop so I can look. I meant to pull it up before the call. So each month I run a promotion with Pet Nanny, an email promotion, and whether it's the cutest pet of the month, that's always February. I'll do like Erin Go Wolf sale. So if you book your next service order by 4 p.m. today, you'll get 15% off your service order. I kind of run these like, I call them pop-up sales, and it causes like a flush of orders to the business. So they work really well. Hold on, let me find some more of my ideas here. All right. April showers, book 4 consecutive days of service in the second week of April and get 10% off your services within that week. Bringing up May flowers, puppy startup pack, new puppies in May will get a surprise sent to their home. June, endless summer special. Schedule and pay for monthly service, Monday through Friday, get $75 off. There's all different types of things. Happy Halloween, happy 4th of July, 10% off, $1 off any evening visit. There's a million things you can do. Just get creative. Get your holiday logos created. People love my holiday logos. I love seeing holiday logos. They look so cute. And just map it out for the year. Think of a different cute promotion that you can run. And they don't have to be saving money. You could do like a pet of the month or the cutest pet of the month or things like that where you're just, it's giving you a reason to touch base with your current client base and, trying to get engagement from them. All right. A referral program. So, hey, you're going to double your referral points this month. So if they, instead of getting $25 a referral, you get $50 a referral. All right. Hopefully that answered your question. Michelle joined our mastermind, so I'll be able to go in way more detail about that in our mastermind, Michelle. All right. Cheryl asked about grievance gifts. So I guess she had read a post of mine from before that, I used to go on Fiverr and have a lady pencil sketch. I'd get a picture of the client's pet, and then she would pencil sketch it, and then I would put the picture of the pencil sketch inside a card and then send the card to the client, and the clients love this. I've now kind of upgraded the situation, or the system, I should say. I use Etsy right now, and I get a plaque made of like if the pet passes away. So I always make sure we have a picture of the pet always on file. And the woman like paints it onto this really pretty brown block, and it says in loving memory of and the pet's name. I'm still trying to figure out like when to send it, because one of my friends is a client of mine, and I sent it when Briggsy died, and she said it like ripped them apart. They were bawling their eyes out. They had to put it away. And I'm like, no, I don't want you to have that reaction. So I'm thinking maybe I need to like wait a month before I send these. When like things are still raw, it might be too soon. But always making a special thing for a pet that's passed, that's been in your care, I think is a really good thing to do. All right. And Cara France asked, snow day. Yes, I'm in a snow day. We're in a snow day. Cancellation charges, to be or not to be is the question. She's on the fence. I really want to stick to my policies. When I create a poll in professional pet sitters, most people are choosing client cancels with no charge. Then I question. Also, when clients expect it, I start questioning it. This is an exercise. So I have two like scenarios. So right now, we knew the storm was coming. We canceled all visits, no charge at all. Because I don't want my sitters out in this. I mean, this is like a huge liability, so I want them to cancel. But we did have a storm that hit us like 3 weeks ago that came out of nowhere, and my sitters were already out for the day, and some wanted their sitters to come, and my manager and I got into an argument. My manager and I are extremely close. She's worked with me for 6 years, and arguments do not happen between us. And we were like going back and forth. So I said, no, they are out doing their work. They deserve to be paid. And, if we had enough notice that we would, cancel ahead of time, yes, but no. And I felt like they should be charged. She did not. She won. But, so that's what I would suggest. I think when you have like really bad weather like we're having today, I wouldn't charge your clients for it. That's just my opinion though. Your business, your rules. All right, guys, are there any questions I can answer live for you? Hello? Anybody? Oh, Nikki wants to know what a mastermind is. So my Multiply Mastermind is a 3-month program. where I'm working with a small group of pet sitting business owners that are at the multiply stage in their business, and they're looking to multiply their business. So we're working together. We have 10 coaching calls, all focused on a different multiplier strategy. And yeah, that's how it goes. So we have 3-month implementation support, access to a private Facebook group, access to a membership site, and access to me so I can help. All right, Cara France said, okay, do you pay employees? Oh, I see. If I cancel. No, because they don't want to go out in this either. So it's kind of like a win-win. I have told my peeps about it. They don't want to be going out in this either. So it stinks. It like seriously bites the big one. I mean, I cannot even tell you how much money I lose when these storms come in, but it's part of doing business, and I'm not going to nickel and dime my clients. This type of weather's out of their control. And like I said, I don't want the sitters out in it. So I just got to suck it up, really. All right. Thanks, Kara. Let's see. Mel Whitaker. Hi, Mel. Where do you get pet birthday cards from? I use a company called sendoutcards.com. There's other ones too. I had a list right here. Blue Mountain, I think, is one. Pet birthday cards. So cute. I have 2,000 clients. I mean, keeping track of the pets' birthdays would be a little much. But I do keep track of clients' birthdays, and they're in like a birthday campaign. So they get a birthday card with a $10 off coupon every year. All right. Thanks, Mel. Let's see. That's great. Let me know when you create. Nikki said, that's right. Let me know when you create the growth option, please. Growth option is created. I just got to pick the dates for it. So we'll talk about it when we talk next week. Okay. Hadley says, hi, Hadley, you made it. You found us. She's just starting, as you know, but do you think there is a must for a website or concentrate on Facebook? I am a huge advocate of having a client-attractive website that converts. It is so important to have a website, and not just like a cookie-cutter website. I have like a whole method, a whole formula to my website and exactly why it converts the way it does. It's how your clients are going to find you. It's how your clients are going to get to know, like, and trust you. It's how you're going to work your systems on the back end of the business. It's where you're going to blog, and blogging is going to be great for your SEO and also position you as an expert in the industry. Your website is so important. So that is my answer. I didn't mean to be so dramatic about it. Thanks, Hadley. All right. Awesome. Thank you, sweet. Agreed. Daisy says website. All right. Maggie says, regarding bad weather, don't you have some clients that depend even more on you with the bad weather? They get home late and need us even more. That happens to me. This is true. This is absolutely true. But what we always say when someone signs up with Pet Nanny is that we need to have a backup emergency plan. There has to be something in place, especially this time of year, where the clients have an alternate option, like a neighborhood kid, something. Because sending, we don't own snow blowers to drive down the street. I mean, I can't send a sitter out in 12 inches of snow. So there has to be something in place before they leave town. My amazing manager, Sue, is like so on top of this. She always keeps her eye on the weather and makes sure that everything's in place before they leave. So yeah, hope that helps. Thanks, Maggie. Hi, Michelle. How are you? All right. So Michelle says she has a huge issue getting my feed set. All the sitting situations are so different, and I've seen companies that charge for every little thing they do, and then I've seen companies that lump services. Okay, which is best? This is your business, your rules. You have to figure out what works. I used to charge for extra dogs. I used to charge for medicine. I used to charge for, cleaning out the litter box. I used to charge for, because the more money I'm charging the clients, the more money my sitters are making, which is important to me. And it's more work to be done. So I totally understand the mindset. This year I've added a 5% administration fee onto all invoicing. So I have taken these like little types of fees out of the mix, at least for the time being. I just kind of want to make it, since they're paying the 5% fee, I don't want to be like, and you owe me for this, and you owe me for that. Like, I just don't want to do that. But I certainly did for many, many, many years. It's something you're going to have to figure out. Test it, try it. What do your sitters think? What do you think? What do your clients think? What's the feedback you get? And definitely ask the community in here. Everyone's going to have a different thought on it, and listen to what they say. But that is my feeling on it. Thanks, Michelle. Your price, and Michelle also says her pricing feels all over the place. This is important. This is where doing, so Michelle, I'm not sure if you were on the beginning of the call, but I talked about competition. And I said it's important to do why can't I think of the name of this? A competitive analysis of your competition when you're first starting out, so you understand what your competition is charging and what they're doing, and try to make yourself different. Not try, be different, and figure out your pricing. But it can't be, it has to be so simple that a fourth grader would understand it. That is the important part. If it's like all of this convoluted, this and this, it just needs to be so easy. And another way to make this happen is pet sitting software. I know in the beginning when you're starting out, pet sitting software might not be something you want to invest in, but I think it makes a world of difference, especially with invoicing your clients and making them understand how the charging works when they have an invoice to look at with all the scheduled services. So I would definitely get a handle on that. Start a Google Sheet, get all your services and your pricing in order, check it out, go check out your competition. Don't try to undercut your competition either. I teach my students to position themselves as the premier service and then charge the higher rates. But again, your business, your rules. All right. Thanks, Michelle. I wasn't. You weren't what? Hi, Pamela says, thank you for all your help and knowledge. You are so welcome. Which software do I recommend? I would not recommend the one that I use, so I'm not even going to say the name. I would recommend Time to Pet. I think that's an overall consensus of all the people that I talk to. They really love Time to Pet, and I am seriously on the fence about maybe moving over because I hear it's so good. But I've had the same guy I've been using the same system for 15 years. So I have all the reporting, all my information in there. The thought of having to move makes my brain leak out of my ear. But pet sitting software, I would say, is a must. A website is a must. God, that was a lot of talking. All right. So another thing, people were asking about how to make sure they know when the Facebook Lives are happening. So our VA, Danielle, printed these up for us, and I'm going to put these in the files section of the group. But it shows you how you'll get notifications for the lives. All right. So you go to following, click notifications, click standard, and then you'll get updates now whenever a new live is happening. All right, guys, anything else I can help you with today? I was very chatty today. All right, great questions. Please keep asking your questions. #ask. Hopefully it'll work next week. Kelly, Harold, I know you asked a question, and I can't for the life of me remember, and I couldn't find it. So ask me again this week, and I will answer it next week. All right, guys, please stay warm, stay safe, and oh, I forgot. So any new pet sitters, brand new pet sitters that are launching their business and are interested in learning about my Launch Your Dream Pet Sitting Business in 21 days or less, and want more information, you can schedule a call with me at meetwithcolleen.com. I'd love to tell you about it. It's pretty darn awesome, and you're going to have this amazing business up and running in 21 days. All right. That's it. That's all I got today, girls and guys. You're welcome, Michelle. You're welcome, Laurie. You're welcome, Hadley. I'll catch you next week. Bye.